We're losing!
Teamwork, guys, more teamwork.
They're burying us alive!
Well, shit.
Jeez, Louie.
Honey, don't you want to beat those bastards? In my book, we're going to be winners.
Listen, I ain't got nothing left for you to sign, because you're training like a damn bum, you know that?
Screw them.
What are you doing? What are people doing?
Is this early access to?
Hey, let me tell you something, bro.
Get out there now and do the best you can.
All right. Sunday night, and I'm feeling all right. Welcome, episode 138 of the Bad Fodder Figures podcast, live here. Devious Mr. Matt, Glovebox, how we doing, gentlemen?
Yo.
Great.
Hello, people. Wonderful Sunday.
You know what I realize sometimes when I listen to the show is we don't say our names enough, you know? Like, if someone new came into the stream right now, they might not know who's Matt and who's Mike and who's Eric. So, if anybody doesn't know who's who.
I'm Eric.
I'm Matt.
I'm Mike. No one wants to be me. We know why
No one
Matt
wants to be Mike.
We know why Matt wants to be Eric, but we won't go there.
That's probably why Barb wants me to be Eric.
All right. Before we get too further, free games this week on the Epic Games Store is Costume Quest 2 and Layers of Fear. Those are the typical Halloween type games. Speaking of Halloween, gentlemen, next week, Sunday, November 1st, we're going to have a Halloween costume show. Pretty simple. Pick out a costume. Join our Discord at tiny.cc/BFFS. We will bring you on the show one by one, show you off your costume, and then we will decide who is either the best or worst costume, and you can earn $60. Now,
I can't wait.
Now, gentlemen, I'm not sure what the participation is on this. This could blow up in our face. Matt, do we feel like we need, like, at least, like, 5 people to give us, like, a heads up, like, ahead of time, like, hey, I'm going to be there. I'm going to have a costume ready. Because, you know, my fear is here. You know, even though we're trying to give out money to people, right, is that we announce this and we get, like, one person shows up and it just, you know... It's just,
he wins. He win a chicken dinner at that point.
I kind of agree with Eric. Yeah, you know, it'd be nice to have a heads up. You know, if people are saying, "Hey, you know what? I plan on doing this. I plan on coming in." You know, whatever. But like Eric, if like just one dude shows up, then it's like, all right, congrats, you won by default, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say you got a good chance of being just like that.
Unless the costume absolutely sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
Like thrown together, like, you know, they stuck 2 pieces of paper next to their head and go, I'm a PlayStation 5, you know.
Yeah. No, that's they're going to owe us money. They will owe us money if they do that.
So, again, that's next Sunday, November 1st. Hard to believe. That's also, we turn the clocks back on that next Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, depending on how we remember the time. But
it'll feel like midnight here. It'll be so dark.
Yeah, shit, it'll be dark by 4:30. So again, Discord is tiny.cc/BFFS. And the last bit of housekeeping, our audio and video portion of this delightful podcast is uploaded by yours truly during the week. So if you've missed the show and you want to catch the Twitch replay, you can certainly watch it on Twitch for a few weeks, and then it gets taken down or taken away, whatever they do. But it will live forever in infamy on YouTube. So if you missed last week and you want to hear Matt discuss certain words like rancid and odifious, head over to YouTube, search Bad Fodder Figures, and we have a playlist for the Twitch broadcast and a playlist just for the audio portion. So,
That's awesome. We are a delightful podcast. We are very delightful.
I think so.
I am very delightful.
Certainly a well-lit podcast tonight, Matt. You're very illuminated back there. You feeling inspired? Or you just trying to get a little bit of a tan?
trying to keep my summer tan going on.
Yeah.
It's been a little, dark ages here in Cincinnati. So trying to keep it, the brightness going to keep me up and happy,
Shit, man, with the Bengals, the way they've been playing, it's how do you lose to the Browns are 4-2, now 5-2. But the Browns had a couple bad weeks, or certainly a bad week last week. So the Bengals had to feel good about their chances, but just lost it.
Oh, the Bengals are doing great. The Bengals can't play a full fucking game of football. Fucking defense collapses. Defense, last 2 games, the defense lost that game. Last week we was up 31-0, and they come back and they fucking lost. This week we're winning, and fucking defense came back and fucking lost. Joe Burrow's a beast, man. He's fucking got a 112, 115 quarterback rating. Yeah. Fucking over 300 yards every goddamn game. Jesus Christ, man. How do you fucking lose after doing that shit?
He's going to be disillusioned after a little bit here. He's going to talk to his boy Trevor at it's still in college and be like, dude, hold out, don't go to the Jets. The Jets are 0-7. I think it's going to be a nip and tuck race here, with the exception of the Jets. The Jets are going to get the number 1 pick because they're just so terrible. But between the Patriots, the Bengals, and Dallas, it's going to be nip and tuck to see who gets the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th pick.
How about fucking Dallas? Andy Dalton getting
Concussed.
fucking knocked the fuck out today.
Yeah, he got hammered, bro.
Holy shit.
The Washington football team is no joke. They take things seriously.
Yeah, okay. They 3-5.
Hey, that's better than the Patriots and the Bengals.
Oh,
And Cam Newton got
Washington
benched today.
you
Who
did?
got benched?
Cam Newton got benched.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think he's going to come to Washington next year.
No, I don't think he's going to be around with the Patriots. I think they're going to go to that Stidham kid. But congrats, Eric and I, who's in chat. The Lions won again, and Washington won. So we got 2-2 this week. The Bengals and Patriots down, and the Lions and Washington football team on the way up. So
Yeah.
They beat the brakes off the Cowboys, 25-3. Great.
Cowboys are in a world of hurt. It's a quarterback. It's a quarterback-driven league. You don't have a quarterback, you don't have a chance.
And that's the truth, because they put their 3rd string in. That was his first time playing in the NFL, period, and he got destroyed.
So good game tonight. Cardinals Seahawks. I was watching a little bit of that. We'll see what happens there. I wish I could catch that, but such is life. Matt, I don't know how often you peruse the Twitters, but I saw this one person on Twitter saying, "Yo, PlayStation, I'm an up-and-coming streamer.
That's right.
I need a PS5.
I didn't say that.
Don't you need a glove box matters?"
I said glove box matters. Yeah. Everybody else getting the PS5s, and people were getting
Refrigerators.
I just ain't got a damn Xbox refrigerator. I'm like, what about your boy? I mean,
Snoop Dogg.
You're not
got a
an
fridge.
influencer. You're not an influencer.
I am an influencer.
He's up and
Are you?
I am.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that part.
Because you haven't subscribed to my channel. You don't go to Glovebox Games.
I am subscribed to your channel.
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. But so there was an interesting. Google Stadia got more publicity this week than they've gotten since the life of the program, and it's not the type of publicity that you want. I know we're jumping into news here a little early, but when we got an up and coming streamer, we need to get the
inside out.
So Matt, weigh on this as well, because certainly I think you have a strong opinion on this too. The Honorable Matt Helmer over here. So this quote here is from Alex Hutchinson, who's a creative director of Stadia Games and Entertainment at a studio in Montreal, formerly known as Typhoon Studios. And so the backstory here is that there's been a lot of takedowns music. Streamers have been playing, music. Certainly, Matt, with the guy that you watch on Facebook, Gothalon, he's been having some issues with music on Facebook. So there's just been a bigger crackdown. The music industry has come together and sort of not yet figured out how to work with streamers. And so their knee-jerk reaction is to lash out and do these copyright things, and that's, having a negative impact on streamers. So that's the backstory. The quote here from this man, Alex Hutchinson, he says, streamers worried about getting their content pulled because they used music they didn't pay for should be more worried by the fact that they're streaming games they didn't pay for as well. He goes on, it's all gone as soon as publishers decide to enforce it. The real truth is the streamers should be paying the developers and publishers of the games they stream. And they should be buying a license like any real business and paying for the content they use.
So paying a license for the game that they're streaming?
Right. So think about this, Matt. If you go to a Bengals game, you go to a Reds game, right? You listen to your radio. All those people that play that music have to, pay a royalty fee, have to pay for somewhat, license or whatever it is, whatever
Sure.
the copyright fee is. Now, in this situation, I would think the man is slightly confused, right? Because no one is going to like a sporting event to hear Hell's Bells by AC/DC. That's just the backdrop, right? That's just like the neon lights behind me. No one's coming to the stream to see my lights. They're coming to the stream to hear us talk. Where I think this guy has gone off base is the streamers are helping to sell the product of these developers and publishers.
Correct.
But no one's forcing people. I can see, you go to the baseball game, you're paying to go to the game. Or, online, or you're listening to radio station. Radio stations, yes, they're paying royalties, but they're making money off of that shit, too. Streamers aren't making money off this unless they're getting their subscriptions and, people, the big-time streamers and that. So they're making money.
Well, it depends. It depends. They are making money sometimes. If, like, say, for instance, I'm a streamer and I have a T-shirt on, right? And I'm saying, hey, go get this T-shirt. I'm making a certain amount of money off of that. Because the company's paying me. They're providing me with free T-shirts, but they're paying me money to promote their brand. Because they know I have 100,000 subscribers. Bro, they paying.
So streamers usually are on the up and up. Anytime they have content that they've been paid for, you're supposed to use the hashtag ad or something of the equivalent, right?
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Now, do you think whether it's Matt might have some more insight because he watches streamers more than I do these days. But does your guy Matt, does he go out and buy Fallout 76? Does he go out and buy Destiny 2? Or does he get codes for those? I'm sure he gets codes.
He gets codes for certain games.
Right.
And sometimes when he's playing those games, he'll put on, this is a sponsored stream.
Well, there's a difference between a sponsored stream and then giving a code. So like Doc would have sponsored streams for like World of Tanks, right? Where World of Tanks came and said, "Hey, we're going to give you this X amount of money to play this for 4 hours today," and he'll put add sponsored stream. But you think Doc bought PUBG? I'm sure they gave him PUBG.
I'm sure a lot of these streamers, they're getting their games,
right.
Now I do say no. The guy I watch, he does buy games all the time. He's always out there. Like he bought that Genshin Impact. He went and he buys like the fucking bonus shit and all that stuff, and he's been doing that. So,
but at the same time, he's working. Also, he might get that for free, but he's working. That's a job, streaming and talking.
And you know what? You're 100% right, Eric. It is a fucking job to stream a game.
Yeah.
For 8, people think, oh my god, they're just playing a game. How hard it can be? No, fucking to provide entertainment like that for 8 hours, 9 hours a day. That's a fucking job, man. To fucking play a game, sit down there, and pay attention to chat and all that shit.
I mean, how many times have you been in a stream where the streamer isn't interacting with you? You type in chat, and they don't recognize it. They don't have, the usual stuff that would entice you. You've been in streams before where it's just, like, why is this person doing this? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So to really get out there for 8 or 9 hours and be interactive with the chat, have a camera on, engage, all that type of stuff. It certainly is work. Now, the argument here is, do Activision and Take-Two, Rockstar, do they need those big time streamers to sell Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto? Like, how well would those games do without influencers?
They would do well, but I think they would still do well before all the influencers and all that. But at the same time, if you got 3 million motherfucking subscribers and 2 million buy your game, bro, come on, that's a softball right there.
I think there's an argument to be made somewhere in there, like, we don't need you to show our game, and if you want to play our game, but why would you do that? Like Eric just said, like, why for $60, right? If you're just asking the person to buy it like everybody else, you're not asking. You can't charge a streamer a license to license a game that everybody else can pay $60 and stream all they want, right?
But every game has its 15 minutes of fame, right? Remember, Fall Guys was the hotness, right? So if I'm an influencer and I come back with Fall Guys every couple weeks, then that revenue probably goes back up because of me.
But right, and you're right, Eric. And there's a lot of streamers that Fall Guys, the fucking what's that soccer, the Rocket League, whatever games like that. These third-party indie games is where these streamers really help a lot of these developers fucking get their game out there and show what's going on and sell these games. So if I'm a like Fallout guy, I created Fallout guy, all right. And I fucking put out there and some fucking streamer streaming. All of a sudden, I made $1 million off these guys for my 15 minutes. Fuck yeah, I'll take that shit. Right.
It makes no sense to, like this guy says, to have some sort of license because what are you really doing? You're causing like friction between you and the influencer when you could just sit back and say, you know what, one hand washes the other. Chalk this up as an advertising or marketing expense, and let the guy go off and do what he wants, and we'll take the residuals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So prior to him tweeting, or shortly after tweeting, he was listed as creative director at Google Stadia. And he had to sort of take that down on his Twitter feed and sort of be more descriptive that he's actually a creative director at a studio owned by Google Stadia. So Google and the YouTube and the likes have backed off of his comments because they don't agree with them. So
yeah, because it's doing nothing but hurting.
Right.
Hurting.
But I wanted to weigh in because we have an up and coming streamer here, an influencer. So
yeah, we do apparently. So yeah, I can't wait.
Eric, Glovebox Gaming on YouTube, right? Is that predominantly where people can catch you these days?
That's right. And I changed the URL, Mike. So it's officially YouTube/Glovebox Gaming. So it's good.
Okay. And there is also YouTube/Devious Mr. Matt.
And Bad Fodder Figures, like we talked about earlier. And we are a subsidiary of Glovebox Gaming. I apologize.
We are. Right. We are all under the Glovebox Gaming big umbrella.
Now we haven't dived into the official news yet, and I and Hale says, Matt, you look very sad tonight. And I told we would get back to that. Matt put in the show notes that the old blood pressure medicine has been kicking his ass. For those that are following along at home, I think did you allude to it on the last week's podcast? I think you did.
I may have. I don't know. But
you were going to the doctor to officially see if you needed to get on this medication and everything like that. So you have been given the green light that you need to take this medicine, and it just hasn't been sitting with you.
Yeah, I went last Wednesday. I've been past couple years going to the doctor. My blood pressure has been extremely high, and so he made me buy a fucking monitor thing. And I've been monitoring it and checking it out for the past month and that. I went back Wednesday and he says, yep, look at these numbers. you need to put on some medicine. I think you got your hypertension. Fuck. So they put me on some blood pressure medicine, and I've been taking it since Wednesday. And it's starting last night and today is starting to like fucking set in to where I am tired. I am lightheaded sometimes when I stand up.
No sudden movements, Barb.
Exactly. Yeah.
Warn me when you're going to do that next time, Barb.
Exactly. Yeah. No fancy moves until I get a warning.
What's the name of the medicine?
Lipensol.
Eric,
Lisinopril.
It's too.
Yeah, I know.
Lisinopril.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I take that too. That does nothing to me. It's great, actually. Fucking great.
Yeah, it's making me tired. I slept in today till fucking 9:30 in the morning. I slept in bed.
Geez, that's about 3 hours later than you usually get up.
Exactly. Well, I kind of rolled around. Like, man, what time is it? I got one of those clocks that beams laser beam light on the ceiling. You know, it's like I look up. It's like 9:30. Motherfuck!
Do you have a
it's
pants
almost
tent?
the days.
Do you have a pants tent? Be like, I'm not getting up until this goes down.
Yeah. Son of a bitch, man. So, yeah, I've got to take this medicine. I got to call him back in 10 days. I'm still monitoring my blood pressure. My actual blood pressure actually today is down normal range today. And I can tell because like I said, I've been tired. I've been lightheaded. I can tell my blood pressure's down. So we'll see how this keeps going. I've been cutting back on the alcohol and shit. So
Exercise, probably that'll fix everything, bro.
Well, I walk every day at lunch. I walk 2.5, 3 miles every day at lunch.
You got
Put
your,
a weight vest on.
I watch what I eat. I've already watched what I eat because of fucking diabetes.
It could be.
He wants what I eat too. 4 eyes.
It could be genetic though, Matt, huh?
Oh, it is.
It is. Totally is. He's like Mr. Slim Body over there.
It's absolutely genetic. My fucking mom, my fucking mom had diabetes and heart disease. She fucking died at 52. I had an uncle died at fucking 53. My brother died at 53. So
what you're saying is everybody needs to come to these podcasts on a weekly fucking basis because nothing is really guaranteed.
You never know when I'm going to be all of a sudden like, fuck, well, Matt used to be here, but he's gone. There's going to be instead of my picture up there, there's going to be this space for rent.
My parents came over today and I was talking to my mother and she said, the 50s are the scariest time for people's health. That if you can get through the 50s, you're almost like, have a good chance of living, to like beyond 75. But they say most people who are going to, die young, die in their 50s.
Wow. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for making me feel great.
I just want to pass that info along,
I appreciate it.
Matt already gave us the facts, so just backing up.
I'm 51. Doom and gloom.
Doom and gloom. I got a physical. I haven't been feeling right for weeks. I don't know what it is, but I got a physical coming up, not to the end of November. So fingers crossed between now and the end of November, I can get through this. But if it gets any worse, I'll go to the old doctor. But
when you go, just remember to relax your muscles. You'll be all right.
Relax.
Relax
the
your
problem
muscles.
Problem is they have a real hard time drawing blood from me.
Why your veins collapse or something?
I think they're just faint. Like they don't like. I don't know if it's the tattoos or what, but they have a fucking hard time fucking drawing blood from me.
Huh. I've never had that issue.
Yeah. And I don't have like super fat arms or anything. I'm pretty muscular, pretty solid, but I'm not like, fucking, like dude walking in with like, fucking cellulite arms, the fucking, it's like just jabbing a needle into like, fucking 30 layers of fat or something, you know what I mean? They fucking have a hard time fucking finding the vein, so. But yeah, I got an appointment at the end of November, so we'll see what's going on there. Oh, my parents came over. I wanted to talk to you guys about this. This is about Thanksgiving. Now, Bibbs, you already had your Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. If we didn't say that already to you. But so my brother's coming in from Ohio, supposedly.
To cook? Okay.
Not to cook. He's not coming in. He's coming over my mother's house. She's going to cook.
Oh, that was it. That was your
no, that's
was
my
your
cousin.
The cousin's the chef, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a chef out in Chicago. Yep.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I'm a family of 5. My parents 2. That makes 7, and my brother's a family of 4. It'll be 11 of us. No one's really at risk. We haven't really done anything crazy. So I was kind of okay, I think we could pull this off. And then she said, oh, by the way, your 2 cousins and aunt are going to come. My grandparents are dead, so my aunt can't go to see her parents on Thanksgiving. Her husband, my uncle, died a few years ago, so she's alone as well. So they don't really have a place to go to Thanksgiving unless they do something just for the 3 of them. So they would be coming.
14. That's 14 motherfuckers.
That's 14, okay? But 2 of them, my cousin, one is, she's not a nurse. She's like maybe something more like your sister, something more like your sister, Matt. She's like beyond, and she's like above a nurse. She like meets with patients to like go over their plans and things like that, like to implement their like healthcare plans. And then my other cousin is like, in his mid-20s, and he goes out and parties all the time. Constantly going out, pictures on Instagram, Facebook, no mask on, just going out bars and out the yin yang, out the ass. So
risky.
So I don't think I'm going to go to Thanksgiving.
I think there's a lot of people that are going to have Thanksgiving this year.
I think I'm just going to let them have Thanksgiving without us. I think it's just too much of a risk. I'm
wondering what's going.
Go ahead.
I'm wondering what's going on with fucking Halloween this coming weekend. You letting your kids go out for Halloween, Mike?
It's going to be the same at my house.
Yeah, we had nothing. We know your house is going to be starting Christmas decorating.
That's right.
My wife said she's decorating the first weekend in November, so that's next weekend. My 2 oldest boys don't do Halloween anymore. They're 12 and 15. So it's just my youngest. He has a costume. He's going to be Lloyd from Ninjago, the Green Ninja. And, the town has canceled all their organized activities. There would usually be a parade and something on the common where you could go and walk through. Various vendors would give you candy. So all that type of shit has been canceled. But to the best of my knowledge, I think they've left it up to people whether they're going to do trick-or-treating or not. So we're waiting to see.
Everything here is kind of on as normal as far as trick-or-treat from 6 to 8 o'clock.
Now, Eric, I don't know if you know this. Matt bought one of those long tubes. Remember the Brady Bunch? They put the poster in that long tube. So Matt's got like 3 or 4 of these that he's hooked up in his garage, and he's just going to be at his front door, and he's just going to like throw the button,
shoot candy down the tube.
Yep, exactly. I'm going to be up in the fucking bedroom, this fucking slide going down. So here, kid, here's your fucking candy. Now scram.
It's just gonna be like one little like Hershey Kiss or like Tootsie Roll, and then like the little wrapper, the little. Yeah. I was just gonna throw candy.
That's what he does every year. What's new this year? That's what he does every year. He just throws things at people.
Yeah. Living out here in the woods, we don't get anybody coming out, so I don't have to worry about anybody coming to my house. But my 7-year-old will be crushed if we can't do Halloween. So,
yeah.
But, it's good to have letdowns and disappointments early on in life. It prepares you for later on.
There you go. It gets you ready.
And one last thing, speaking of disappointed, gentlemen, this is not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times since my company has been acquired by this big bank that I haven't been paid. I
don't understand how this happens this day and age.
So Friday, it's Friday. I'm trying to hit the ground running, trying to be positive, get ready for work. I'm all showered. The wife, mentions, she's still in bed, but, she's awake. She has to get up and get her day going. And she's looking at our finances in the app. And she's like, oh, by the way, you didn't get paid. It's like, what? It's like, no, you didn't get paid. So I called up my boss and I said, hey, I didn't get paid today. This isn't the first time. As you know, this is the 4th time. So I'm not coming in today. Taking a sick day. You guys figure it out and get back to me and let me know when I'm getting paid.
Yeah, I don't fucking blame you at all, dude.
That's some good stuff right there.
how the fuck that even happens.
So what I'm told is because I'm a remote employee, I'm not like an employee that's, has a, one of the offices, that I, for some reason, they, banking have these archaic systems sometimes. A remote employee has to have their information entered in by hand. So is someone fat fingering it? Is someone, forgetting to do it? Or they do half of it and they don't come back and finish? I don't know. I'll have to get to the bottom of it this week. But it was a tense day on Friday, and it's really carried over through the weekend a little bit of a sour attitude because I feel slighted. You know what I mean? I feel like this doesn't happen to other people that are remote. Why just me?
It's the beard.
It's the beard.
It's the beard. Beard lives matter too, bro.
I mean, knock on wood, but I've never in my whole life. Back when I got paper paychecks, we were supposed to get paid on this one company was supposed to get paid on Thursday. Sometimes they come on Friday, shit like that. But I've never not gotten a paycheck because of some type of fucking screw up or mix up or some bullshit like that.
Happens to me quite often, actually.
Damn, I would be pissed. I mean, I would be pissed. Like, what the fuck? I put my hours in. Fucking pay me.
Yeah, this isn't like hey Matt, I'm gonna Matt's like Mike, come over and bring the zero turnover and suck up some of the leaves, and I'll pay you for gas and your time, and when I get some cash flow, and when I get my next YouTube check, hey, I'll throw you $40. You know what I mean? No, I have my relationship with my work is not out of friendship. It is a fiduciary type of relationship. I provide a service, you provide me cash.
Absolutely.
I like that fiduciary. That's right.
So have you gotten paid yet? Is there a paycheck? What's going on?
Yeah, I got wired late on the day, Friday. I got wired.
Oh, I bet you got wired.
See, the government, they like, oh, you didn't get paid? All right, noted. Motherfucker, they pay you what they feel like. That's the messed up part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So before we move on to the news, we got a full house. Some of you people in chat might have missed it earlier. Can we get a show of hands? Is anybody in chat going to show up next week for the Halloween costume and try to earn $60?
I am.
You got to get that money so you can get you a free Cyberpunk or something. You know what I'm saying? It's very beneficial to you.
New game season's right around the corner.
Exactly.
I don't know why the alert didn't go off for Eyes Biddies. Did I miss that? I didn't hear it.
It came on screen, but there was no sound.
It's not my fault. I got the alerts on, but
thanks, Jay.
Yeah. Thanks, Jay. We appreciate that. We actually cashed some of that money out. Finally, we got paid by Twitch last week, so we're able to we're able to return the favor and put some of that money back into the people that are watching us, earn $60. So, anything else you guys need to talk about before we move on to the news? Anything else we might have missed this week, or you need to get off your chest or anything?
I think we've about covered everything.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Let's move over to the news.
Dear.
The machine's getting ready for it.
Really? Okay, do you hear what he just said? He just said, why don't you, for once in your life, just do the fucking news? All right, no. I'm gonna do the fucking news. No, here is the fucking news.
All right, here we got some news stories this week. Microsoft kicking this off here just in time, just as you're getting the console, ready for you, Matt. They're making one for you behind the scenes. They're going to, hand deliver it because you're an up and coming podcaster. They have come out and they did this interview. Phil Spencer did an interview this week with Strategery, and he says that they're going to be doing gaming sticks like an Amazon Fire Stick.
I can see it.
He goes, I think you're going to see lower priced hardware as part of our ecosystem when you think about streaming sticks and other things that somebody might want to just go plug into their TV and go play xCloud. You could imagine us even having something that we just include in the Game Pass subscription that gave you an ability to stream xCloud games to your television and buying the controller. He went on to say that there's also a potential now to even confuse people more, to have Xbox Game Pass Platinum, which will guarantee you access to new Xbox hardware. So it's an interesting take, right? You know, there's some of us out here who are excited to get these consoles, Matt, Eric, and then they're going to tell you that you're also going to be able to play, you know, Game Pass in your TV. They're going to get you a stick and just go.
See, Sony, I mean, right now, Xbox is trying to turn into the new Samsung or something. They just want to be everything to everything. They want to have toasters, refrigerators, TVs, video game. I mean, geez, you're not
far off. You're not far off the course here. Matt, we'll get your input in a minute here, but they go on to say that Microsoft, of course, partnered with Samsung earlier this year for xCloud. You saw all the influencers out there get their phones, and they had those, devices that they could plop the phone in, the controller. They also now are hinting that xCloud could be baked into Samsung TVs as early as next year.
See, man, geez.
You're going to see xCloud appear on Facebook Gaming next year. And they're also early next year going to be releasing the web-based iOS solution for xCloud. So they're going to hit you, like Eric said, on your toaster, your refrigerator, wherever possible. They're going to try to get you xCloud. Now, xCloud typically xCloud means Game Pass, Matt, right? But if you're on your app and on your tablet and stuff, you can also do things directly from your console as well. But any regret, Matt, of buying your plunking your pre-order down when maybe you could have just hold on for a few months and you could just plug something into the back of your TV? Nope,
because I think it's going to be a different experience. Okay. Nope, I think the console I get, I think it's going to be it's going to be set as far as gaming wise and stuff like that. I won't have to worry about a bunch of other shit happening and going on. Clouds and all that crap. I'm going to be able to play the game. So, no, I'm not upset. But I think they're fucking smart as fuck for doing this. It goes all in that whole universe and atmosphere of them with the whole xCloud and Game Pass and all that shit to sell these things and put it out there. They're trying to compete with Stadia. I think they've seen what Stadia's done, where Stadia's issues are, and I think they're going to try and fix those issues. I like you guys said, Samsung TVs will have it. I guarantee you that Android TVs will have some type of app on them for Xbox gaming.
But don't you think you can oversaturate a little bit?
It's working for Netflix and Disney and HBO.
Ask Netflix how they feel about that.
Yeah.
Here's the issue, Eric, for me. If it's just Game Pass games, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like trying to find a hit, a needle in a haystack, right? There's maybe in my opinion, there's maybe 5 to 10 decent Game Pass games, and everything else is just a little bit of older stuff or filler.
I agree.
Now, if you can use, all these other things to stream games from your console, then that's a different story. So you bought Cyberpunk, right? When I buy Cyberpunk and I buy it on Xbox and I want to be upstairs with the family and just knock out a few side missions, I'll be able to stream Cyberpunk from my console to my tablet. And that's cool. But I'm not sure if that's what we're talking about here with these sticks and Facebook and Samsung TVs. Is it going to have the same xCloud functionality, or is that something that grows over time? Is the initial xCloud functionality just going to be Game Pass, and so therefore you get a handful of games that are good, and everything else is just kind of middle of the road experiences?
I could see that at first, yeah, just Game Pass, type of shit, and then later on you'll be able to expand to where you can actually buy a game to stream, like Stadia does.
Yeah. Luna came out this week for Amazon. I read some of the reviews on that. It's getting so-so. A lot of it is just, latency and things of that nature. Xbox, in this article here, it says they're shortly after launch or sometime very soon, they're going to be taking out the Xbox One X blades or One S blades in xCloud and replace them with the Xbox Series X. So your xCloud performance theoretically will be getting an upgrade as well. Eric, you're a guy that is often at work and gaming, so this next story might appeal to you. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Microsoft has added touch controls to 10 xCloud games. And they supposedly didn't throw in touch, and you figured out or let the developers. They're saying that this experience has been tailored to these 10 games. They go on to say touch controls have been one of the top requested features for cloud gaming. For each title that uses touch controls, we've worked to create an experience designed specifically for that game on mobile devices. Some of the 10 games here are Dead Cells, Hellblade, Killer Instinct, Minecraft Dungeons, Super Lucky's Tale, and a couple others as well. So, Eric, you'll have to report back. And that's out now. Those 10 games are out now. You can use them now, tonight. So you'll have to let us know if you have time in a work session to try that out if you think it works good.
Yeah, I saw they list them. If you look on Game Pass, it says it's a title that says works well with touch control, and it's a list of games that there. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Matt, Remote Play for PlayStation has had touch for a while, hasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big touch screen guy. I need the
me either.
I need the controller. It just doesn't feel as right.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
not the same.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a combination. I feel like my hands get fatigued, and then my screen gets all dirty, like fingerprinty.
Well, yeah, that and your hand, they get like sticky. I mean, not sticky, but they don't slide as easy on your,
and the precision's not there. And I can tell, like when I'm playing Call of Duty Mobile, I'm just murking folks, bro. And I can tell they're not playing with controllers because there's no way I'm shooting you in your face and you're just looking at me.
You're shooting them, and they're like guns pointed up in the ceiling, you know.
Exactly.
But like Matt said, you know, these Xbox, Microsoft right now, they're making play at every angle here with xCloud. You know, they're trying to appease all the masses, having it everywhere, touch controls. So you could have a subscription and not even buy a controller, and you can play 10 games.
It's going to be all for naught once that PlayStation comes out.
Well, funny you say that. We have a PlayStation story here for you. We all, at one point or other, have a PlayStation that is noisy. Okay, and of course, we went over the breakdown. Who can forget the smug little man? He was so proud of himself breaking that PlayStation 5 down. And the fan.
That was great.
And, you know, my wife backs this up, too, because she says it's like getting, fucked like a tuna can. The fan is 120 millimeters in diameter, but the important 45 millimeters thick. Okay? It's all about the thickness, is what I'm trying to get at here.
The girth.
The girth, right? So they went on. The VP of mechanical design at Sony Interactive said that Sony will optimize the fan so they can control the processing unit, the APU, the accelerated processing unit behavior in each game. Various games will be released in the future, and the data on the APU's behavior in each game will be collected. We have a plan to optimize the fan control based on this data. So I think what that means is if a game is running hot, maybe later on in the PS5 cycle, games, get more sophisticated, more complex. We got a game that's really hammering on the system. They can sort of ratchet up that fan, even if it means it's not going to be as quiet. If they're trying to battle the quietness versus the coolness. Eric, you like them mucking around in your fan settings?
I don't really mind. It just make sure my thing doesn't sound like a helicopter coming in for landing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I care about.
Yeah, they said the PS5 is designed for quietness. So we'll see in the long run if this thick fan keeps things quiet, but they are at least in a position where they can read the data, and if a game is running too hot, they can cool things off. Matt,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
No, go ahead.
I mean, airflow on these things has got to be important because you got a lot of these high-end PCs are fucking liquid cooled and shit. They're not doing that shit with these things here. It's all fucking air going through in that. So,
And, you know, Matt, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, wonder why they don't have some sort of like liquid cooling in them or something. If it's such a problem.
price, cost, I guess. But
yeah.
But it's just I was like, holy cow, man.
Ian Hale says, just make it easy for me to get to the heat sink so I can clean it. Well, they got that breakdown video, buddy. They can. That guy.
Yeah,
that guy showed you
how to
break.
And you too can sit there like this.
Yeah. Smug little man.
Smug little man.
I still got the screen.
I love that. That picture. It's just awesome. But I mean, there he is. Look at that. What the fuck is wrong with me? That's what, like, this is my life.
He's saying to himself, how quickly can my understudy get in here and put this back together?
From what I've been hearing, I haven't heard much from the PS5 because those just started going out this past week, I think.
Yeah, they only could show the boxes this week.
Yeah, but from what I've been hearing from people that have the Xbox Series X, it rivals a lot of computers. Yeah, it is some really powerful shit.
Yeah.
So
it's exciting, man. You know, they're all doing things like games are getting updates right now to prepare for launch. And they said that like all the first party Sony games are seeing a tremendous benefit already, even before the PS5 came out. Like I was reading something about The Last of Us, the original Last of Us, like the loading times have been reduced from like 2 minutes to like 14 or 18 seconds. So if you're like booting up a game from like a save point or something like that, get you into the game in like under 20 seconds.
I think I'm looking forward to that shit more than anything else. Is fucking the speed, the quickness of it, man. Just to fucking in and out, just like my fucking bedroom. In and out.
They're doing those speeds at the beginning of the console generation. Just imagine towards like when we're 3 years in, you know?
You're right.
Well, you know, we talked about this a little while ago about how file sizes are going to go down because now they have these SSD drives. They can be smarter. They just reduced the file size on Fortnite on PC down to 30 gigabytes. So there was like a 27 gigabyte update. And once that was all done, it reduced your file size from like, I think originally it was like just under 100 gigabytes, maybe closer to 90. And it brought it all the way down to 30 by the optimization.
That's amazing.
By the optimization.
Crazy.
So
crazy compression.
60 gigabyte difference. Now, Fortnite, you know, it's got it looks like a very nice game. Runs, you know, it doesn't have, I don't think it has like Crysis, you know, type of graphics, you know, but it's certainly, there's a lot to it. There's a lot going on. So that's impressive to bring it down like that. And supposedly that's going to carry over to all these other games with the exception of Warzone and Call of Duty, which keeps going up in gigabytes.
Yeah.
In and out like a fiddler's elbow. Just remember to breathe.
Yep.
Yep. All right, moving on here. What else we got? Ubisoft has an exciting thing. They're going to be putting to rest Ubiplay and whatever their other Ubisoft thing, their app is. Uplay and Ubisoft Club are going to wave the dodo bird. October 29th, they're going to be releasing something called Ubisoft Connect. It also comes along with Watch Dogs Legion. So when Ubisoft Connect comes out, they're going to be releasing cross-platform progression at launch. So this will support 3 games right away: Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Immortals Phoenix Rising, and Riders Republic. So, Matt, you're not getting the PS5 right away, but you want to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the PS4. You buy that. When you're ready to get the PS5, your save will go right over to the PS5, and
That's
it's not
nice.
And it's not just in the family of consoles. So you got a good deal to play it on the PS4, but now it's come to like say Game Pass on Xbox, and you want to see what it looks like to play it on the Xbox. You can bring your save from PlayStation over to Xbox and vice versa.
That's nice.
You think
That's
that
nice.
will make you buy more games Like, let's say if it was like a Division 3, right? And let's hope they've made changes to the Division 3 to bring us all back in. But let's say it was that type of game online, So Bibbs is playing on PC and we're on PlayStation, but you got a cheap deal to play it on PC to play with Bibbs occasionally. Your progress, carries right over, right?
I think it's very helpful. I mean, it's like Destiny, with the cross save on there. I can play on Xbox with my new clan, and I can go to PS4 and still play with Mafia and Latina Mafia. My old clan. Mm-hmm. My old clan. Yeah. So, yeah. I think it's a great thing. I think it really helps gaming and consoles, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Maniac, who's not here tonight, but he's often stated that he would think about buying games more if they had this cross save, so you could play with people on different systems. Mm-hmm. Interesting that it comes out October 29th, but Watch Dogs Legion, which also comes out on that same day, does not have it out of the chute, but they are promising this for a majority of their games. So good on Ubisoft.
That's good. Yeah.
Two stories left here. Next one is Gears5, new DLC coming in December. It's called Hive Buster. Not many people might not know who the Hive Busters are, but all they can say right now is that it is coming out in December. It's supposed to be about 3 to 4 hours of content. They won't reveal details until later on if it's going to cost or if it's going to be free on Game Pass. But
I just already asked that. Yeah.
But it will be available on current gen and new gen. The Hive Busters right now are a squad of 3 that you can play in the new escape mode, which I think we've done a couple times, if you can remember that. We were getting lost and stuff like that. We couldn't figure out where to go. So those are the Hive Busters. They've also been introduced in some of their comics that came out originally. So they'll give us more details. But 3 to 4 hours of content. Some of these systems don't have a lot of content, and it seems like Gears 5 is getting a lot of hype this week. They're talking about all the benefits that this game will get with the new systems. If you're into wrestling at all, there's a wrestler named Batista who's also in the Guardians of the Galaxy as Drax, right? Mm-hmm. His skin will be available to play in place of Marcus Phoenix in Gears 5 when it comes out. So if you don't like Marcus and you want to play as Batista instead, you can do that. I think it's going to be a little weird, though, because I think it's going to have Marcus's voice in some spots and Batista's voice in others. So I'm not sure how that's all going to work. But long story short, Gears 5 they're making a big push with this for the new system because it's supposed to be one of the more prettier games. So, Matt finished that. It's one of his rare games that he came in and finised.
Because you was at the end there. I came in and helped you. I wasn't very well. I was like, sweet.
And you got the achievement and everything, I think.
Yeah, I did. I got the achievement, all that shit. It's like, oh, this is awesome.
Gold
all right,
star.
Cool. I'm done. I can cross this off my list.
Yeah. We'll maybe have to replay some of it to see what it looks like in the new system.
I'll be curious to see if the DLC is going to be free in Game Pass or not, if I'll be available to play that or not.
Yeah, 3 or 4
Because I won't mind playing that in the Series X, just to see what it looks like there, how it plays there.
Yep. And the last bit of news here, this is exclusive to PlayStation 4 and 5 for 1 year. Call of Duty is releasing a new, they got the exclusivity with PlayStation. They had Spec Ops that was exclusive to the current iteration of Call of Duty, and I think that exclusivity just ended. So this new one for their Zombie Onslaught is a year exclusivity as well. It's a co-op horde mode, so it's not the typical zombies that you think of. It's more horde based. You and another player can jump in, fully kitted out, and defeat waves and waves of zombies. And it's going to reuse some of the existing maps. But a lot of people are upset that content, once again, is just going to be exclusive to the PS4 and PS5 for 1 whole year. It expires on November 1st, 2021. There'll be seasonal maps, and they'll reward you with goodies to use in both zombies and regular multiplayer. Did you guys download the call? Actually, Matt, did Noah download the beta for Cold War? Did he get into the open beta?
He did.
What was his thoughts?
So far he's enjoying it. You know, he bought it, pre-ordered it for the PC. He liked it. He had a good time. So I think he's pretty much looking forward to it. I think we're looking forward to the campaign, the story, more than anything else.
Yeah. Good night, Bibbs. Take it easy.
See you, Bibbs.
Do you envision yourself picking up Cold War? Because of the story? You don't know yet?
Yeah, if anything, I'd pick it up for the multiplayer. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm picking it up for the story because I want to see the whole Ronald Reagan thing. I want to see that. It's gonna be cool.
That does intrigue me because it's more my era. You know, growing up in the '80s and all that shit. So.
Yeah, for sure. I thought it was really impressive, the face modeling and everything that they did. You know, pretty good interpretation of Reagan, I thought.
Yeah.
Did I have either one of you guys been playing Call of Duty with the update, the Halloween update, where you can go out and get the
zombies?
Well, no, that's like I haven't seen the zombies yet, but there was like certain like trick or treat stops along the way, like. You know, certain loot chests that you have to go, like at the TV station. I briefly jumped in and played a little bit of that. It seemed nice. It was darker, too, right? It had more of a Halloween vibe, you know, spooky vibe to it. Might be something we want to play before it expires. I think it's only good until very early November. Again, yes, I. Look at the interest in his face. Sullen. I don't know if it's the story content or the blood pressure medicine. We can't tell. Before he falls asleep on us, Matt, tell us what you've been playing this week because I'm fresh out of news stories.
Oh my! Well, Destiny 2. I am done with the Halloween shit in Destiny 2. I'm so fucking tired of that fucking haunted forest and all that shit. I have stopped doing it today. I've got all the triumphs for the season, so all right, I'm done with this shit here. I'm going to continue on just playing my regular shit. And even with that, I've kind of slowed down a little bit because with the DLC coming up here, you know, in a couple of weeks, there's no reason to fucking grind and work hard at shit right now because, you know, it's all going to be not to matter here in a couple of weeks. So you know, with all the new gear and all that.
The DLC's coming out, but then that's when they take away a bunch of content and planets and things like that too, right?
Yes, the sunsetting goes on with a lot of your old gear and weapons. And then, a lot of the Mars, Titan, IO they're gone. They are no longer going to be available. So if you have anything you have to do on this planet, get it done now before the new stuff comes out because it might be a while. So,
okay. I am curious when they do this update to Destiny. If it will fix the woes I have of playing Destiny on Stadia. I still can't get that game to run well on Stadia, and it's the only game. And like I said, it was once I did that merging of my moving my account from BattleNet to Steam. I am curious if they do something on the back end, you know, with their code, if it will change what happens for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did that. With my unlimited expiration of Madden. I did a little more Madden this past week, which is interesting. That whole thing there. Borderlands 3. We did some Borderlands 3, which was fun. Good times there. The game's still janky as fuck, unfortunately. But yeah, that's about it. You know, working hard, getting busy at work. You know, still working at home.
I saw Bibbs mention in the chat a little while ago that The Mandalorian is coming out on Disney Plus. Is that something you'll be watching when it comes out live? Did you watch the first one? Yep, I did too. And Barb watched it. Barb likes it. I liked it. So yeah, we'll be watching it. We'll check that out.
It's a really good show. Really good show.
It's a good show. Mm-hmm.
Watching anything else? Did anybody watch Borat?
No, but I've seen some scenes.
I just watched the Rudy Giuliani scene. I thought
Yeah.
that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's fucked up, ain't it, Eric?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm watching the new Fargo on FX, the new Fargo series. Man, that's good. It's really good. I'm really enjoying that. Watching that. And Bob's Burgers. I love Bob's Burgers. But yeah, no, that's about it.
All right. Eric, what about yourself? Did you mostly work this week, or did you get any gaming or TV time in?
I did some gaming. I did some working and gaming while I was at work. So, I played at home though. I played a lot of Torchlight 3. 'Cause, that just went, it came out of I guess the
Early access.
beta, early access.
Now
Yeah,
it's
it
in
came
early
out.
access. I can't remember if it's.
No, it came out of early access.
Okay.
It's official now.
All
Came
right.
out and it's I love it. It's what Diablo clone, but it's really nice. Really, it looks really nice now.
Where are you playing it?
On the PC?
PC.
Yeah, I was playing that. Played a lot of Stadia. That Phoenix demo. What's it called?
Yeah, Immortal Phoenix
Mortal
Rising.
Phoenix Rising. Yeah, it's pretty good. Zelda-like kind of sort of. It's pretty good though.
That's an exclusive demo to Stadia.
Yeah, demo is pretty long. It's like 40 minutes long, something like that, man.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What's the how do you get around in the game? Are you like on the ground, or are you flying around on like a Phoenix or whatever?
It's just like Breath of the Wild, so you're you're running around, sword play and all that stuff, beating all in, but you can jump off of cliffs, like you can climb stuff, jump off of cliffs, and you have these wings and you float down and everything. Pretty decent. I think it's gonna be okay when it comes up.
I gotta check that out. Yeah, it's wild that's gotten a Stadia exclusive demo, but it's getting released everywhere.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What's up? I've been playing. Play some more Mario Kart Home Circuit.
Yeah, Matt and I were watching Gothalon play that on Facebook. Matt was impressed with it.
It's freaking fun, man.
I thought it was pretty cool, man. It's pretty ingenious what they did there. That's some fucking smart shit, man.
Yeah, my wife, she just thinks it's the work of the devil, because he's like, how does it do that? And she thinks it's so awesome. I'm telling you, man, that's going to be a big ticket item for Christmas, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
That. So if you can get it now, Mike, I would say get it when you can, because
I keep looking to see when it's available on Amazon and stuff.
Well, it's a big ploy for Nintendo to map your houses out and put them into their big database. So just keep that in mind too.
Yeah, so they can come break in and take your dildos. I guess, I don't know.
Oh, wow! We go right to that, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it was my birthday.
So people always come up with a way. Eric just brought something up. That little course. People could put like fucking Playboys and shit along there. You see like naked chicks and shit along. Like fucking billboards and stuff. Fucking have a fucking dildo as a fucking obstacle or something.
It's another camera in your house. That's mobile.
Do it, Eric. Do it, Eric. Put fucking dildos and shit around the house.
Sex toy course.
Okay. First off, as far as I know, there's no dildos in my house. As far as I know, I might not know.
You got to expand your horizons, Eric.
Well, as far as I know, there's not, and I'm 100% sure there's no Playboys in my house. So my house is pretty boring.
Well, Matt's pretty old school when he says Playboys. I mean, we.
Yeah, I've still got Playboys from the fucking 80s underneath the mattress upstairs.
Oh no!
Jeez. Now you was telling us about that one Playboy with Marge Simpson on it. You got that one right?
I got that. Yeah, that's upstairs on top of the fucking fridge. I know exactly where that one. I should grab and pull that down real quick.
Just leave the dildos alone.
Yeah, you
don't bring those down.
Yeah.
Barb's going like, where the fuck is where my stuff go?
So that's all I've been playing, Mike. That's it for this week.
All right. I'm in the middle of having a love-hate relationship with NHL 21. It's currently my crack addiction. I actually bought the game. I went to the whole 10-hour trial and then bought the game at the reduced EA Play price.
Is this the first one you bought in a while, huh?
It is. It
NHL?
is. Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm terrible at it. I started, this is how deep I am into the game. I've started a season. I never do anything like that. I just play like exhibition games, come in, play like the 3-on-3 mode. But I actually started a season, and it's going swimmingly. I'm 0-3-1.
So you're turning into the MLB The Show Matt right now.
Right, but again, I'm 0-3-1, so I have not registered a win yet. But I'm losing.
But you're still playing.
I'm losing these games like 5-4, 4-3, 6-4. So what happens is the game feels like it has like this accelerator mode at some point. So for a majority of the game, I'm leading. So I would say the most recent game, I was up like 3-2 with like 5 minutes left in the game. And then all of a sudden, boom, like all penalties are being called on me, like the usual poke checks that I'm doing. All of a sudden is getting a tripping call. And then the other team just comes on and scores like goals in bunches. Like right at the, that teases you all the way through. It's like they're putting this carrot in front of you. Like I'm getting there, I'm going to get a W. And then like gangbusters, they come on and they just whip my ass right at the end.
Holy shit!
It has the Mario Kart algorithm on it. Then, huh?
It feels like it's like, and my two top guys are out for significant time. So Patrice Bergeron, who's like the starting center for the Bruins, got a broken leg, second game in, and he's out till fucking February. And the other guy, Pasternak, is out for like till mid-November with a concussion. It's like, what the hell? My two top guys. I'm thinking of just like starting a new season. I'm only 4 games in. I'm going to lose my two top guys. I'm never going to get a win.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking dismayed. But I keep playing. I keep going back to it because I enjoy it so much.
See how that is? That's good. That's a good game right there.
Yeah.
You're not winning, but you're still having fun, and you're going back and you're still playing.
Yeah, that's a good game. That's a
sign of a good fucking game.
I'm ready for Matt to download this so I can get some W's, so I can get some dubs, so I can play online, so I can feel like I got the. He's got it free for 10 hours.
All right. Okay.
I need to get some dubs.
I'll work on that tomorrow.
And the only other thing I've been playing is Ghost of Tsushima, making great progress on this. But there's a funny thing about this game, is it happens every time I play it, where I have to like psych myself up to play because it's a very serious subject matter. It's like a dour game, and I don't know why I do this. I have this like mental block, like, oh, do I feel like playing this right now? Do I feel like, and I have to will myself to play it. And then once I get in, I'm having like the best time of my life, and I think it's like one of the best games I've ever played.
Wow.
So it's just like really like weird thing because I think it's like so serious, and you got to be on point, and there's just a lot of shit going on as far as, every 2 feet there's a standoff, there's, Mongols everywhere. But I'm telling you, once I get in there, I just got the second, I got my clan family armor all the way maxed out. So now I got like the antler horns on my samurai helmet. So I'm really pimped out. My stats are like almost maxed out. So I'm really slicing and dicing guys up, but it's like that mental hurdle for me to get into the game, and then once I get in, I'm like, this is fucking unbelievable.
Now, multiplayer came out on that too, right?
Yeah, I've been playing. Every time I'm jumping on, I see online playing that Legends. I haven't looked at it or touched it or anything because I really just want to finish the story so I don't get distracted because I really want to beat this before the PS5 comes out. But
that multiplayer is a free upgrade, right?
It is a free upgrade, yes. Yep.
Okay.
And there's all sorts of outposts in the game as you're playing. Now they pop up. It's Legends or something else, and you just go up to one of those posts and you can jump right into the multiplayer. It was pretty neat how they integrated it into the game. But yeah, fucking outstanding game. I mean, Xbox can be talking all they want about sending people refrigerators and shit. You have fucking Ghost of Tsushima over there. It's just a fucking drop-dead gorgeous game. Almost next to nothing load times. Killer combat. Decent video game story, right? Mongols attacking, your homeland, and you're the lone samurai, and you got to kill everybody and get your homeland back, right? Good video game story, pretty much.
Yeah.
I really love it. I just don't know why I'm having this mental block every time to psych myself up to play because I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're having a great time playing it. So.
It's Witcher-esque. That's what it is. It's Witcher-esque right now. You know, it is a dark subject matter.
Yeah.
All right. What time are we at? We're at 10:15, Matt. Are you slouching in your chair? Are you full of piss and vinegar?
I am.
Can you get one story out for the masses? Can you psych yourself up?
Yeah, I think so.
One story. You got one in the. I don't see one in the planner, but you got. Oh, this one in there. Urinate. Okay. All right. We're good.
Might be women of the night walking around, broadcasting out their anuses. I'm like 70s Harry.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look at that. Burn it up. I'm laying down in a fucking bed. Adult toys, sex crime, sexual assault, vaginas. Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, who's got the GPS on the rub and tug?
All right, gentlemen. Now, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes Jay, I in hell kind of worries me. And it's because of stories like this out of Detroit. A Michigan woman says she woke up to someone urinating on her while she was on a Delta flight home to Detroit from Las Vegas. That someone happened to be a well-known North Carolina pastor, according to a report from WJBK TV Fox 2 News in Detroit. The pastor, who hasn't been publicly identified, was issued a court appearance for misdemeanor assault and released, said Mary Schneider, a spokeswoman for the Detroit office of the FBI. Until he appears in front of a judge and therefore gets formally charged, we will not be releasing his name. Schneider says she did know the scheduled date for the pastor's court appearance. She said the FBI learned about the incident through the Wayne County Airport Police, who initially responded to the incident. Alicia Beverly told the Detroit TV station the incident happened on Monday night on a red-eye flight. She says most of the people on the plane were asleep at the time. She was sitting in the back of the plane next to her sister at the time of the alleged incident. This is where it gets good. It felt warm. Like on the side of me, I felt something warm, she told WGBK. I jump up and I see this private area out and I screamed, and that woke everybody up. But that time I actually looked at him and I see him shake himself off. And I'm like, this man just peed on me. I looked and there was a puddle of pee in the seats. Beverly told Fox 2 an off-duty police officer was among those who heard her scream and woke up. She says he restrained the man who WJBK is identifying as a well-known pastor from North Carolina. The report from Fox says the pastor may have had a reaction to a sleep aid, which he took. Beverly says the man didn't say a word the entire time he was standing next to her during the alleged incident.
He was late.
Beverly said she had to sit in her urine-soaked clothes for the rest of the flight, about 3 more hours before it landed at Detroit.
I'd have been butt naked.
Oh, God. Fox News said police did take the pastor into custody with possible charges pending. The FBI handles investigations into incidents alleged to have occurred on airplanes.
Let's hope he didn't have any asparagus.
Stinky pee.
Oh, no.
Matt loves himself some good asparagus.
You always know when you've had it.
Oh, no. 3 hours to sit in that, huh? Matt, on a scale of I don't need blood pressure medication or I need a whole goddamn fistful, how pissed would you be?
This bottle would be empty. There's like 27, there's like 25, 24 pills left. That whole bottle will be fucking... Fuck that, you know. Maybe I can start blaming shit on this now, Yeah, Matt, what caused you to do that? Well, fucking blood pressure pill. I don't know. Fucking side effects. Fucking side effects.
Have you ever been... It's a terrible question. Have you ever been pissed on? In any sort of...
I mean, I've pissed myself many times, but I've never been pissed on. No, I have not. I've not been pissed on. No.
I've never pissed on anybody either, but I remember one time I was invited over to this woman's house. This is before I met my wife. And I got loaded on like beers very quickly that night. I don't know how it happened because I don't think we had that many. And I fucking was stumbling drunk and could not find the fucking bathroom. And I just pissed in someone's bedroom. And And it didn't
on the floor.
Yeah, I thought it was the bathroom. Just fucking opened the door and took a piss.
Yeah.
And it took many years of like adulthood to realize like how come she never called me back after that. For a few weeks after that, I'm like, wow, I was kind of miffed. I thought that went well, but then I didn't hear anything from her.
How'd she know it was your piss?
How would they know it was my piss?
Yeah,
I think it was just me and her were there. I think her roommates wherever were out. I mean, I don't know.
Well, that'll do it.
That's in the Wayback Machine. That story's good. It's got to be late '97, early '98.
That's incredible there. Yeah,
the different Mike Mahoney back then.
No, yeah.
Have any of you guys ever pissed on anybody?
No.
No.
My brother said he had a chick that was into that, but not me.
Some fucked up shit, man. People like getting fucking shit on and stuff, man. What the fuck?
That's a whole.
What the fuck's wrong with people?
That's a whole other bizarre world.
I mean, hey, whatever.
What the fuck?
To each his own, but not me.
That's fucked up, Eric. No way.
No way.
It's like eating ass.
Oh, come on now. Here we go. Here we go. It might be like 1 and 1A, like one of my all-time favorite things to do.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, thank you for that enlightening story, Matt. And now to remind you that the planner is officially emptied, we'll delete that from this.
Thank you. I will. I will be looking at my own for stories. I don't need people to send me stories and fucking bait me and shit.
FYI, story last week was better, but just
yeah. Maybe we need other people to find stories.
I was framed.
Yeah.
All right, so before we wrap this up, let's remind everybody that the Halloween show is next Sunday. Eric, are you working or are you home?
Next Sunday, I should be home.
All right, so some sort of costume will be required.
Depends.
The ultimate Washington sports fan will probably be the low-hanging fruit for you.
Hey, for right now, I'm home, but we'll see.
We'll see. Shit goes on in the world. You might be called in. Well, then you can just be Officer Dan. You can just be Officer.
There you go.
You know.
There you go.
Oh, it was just discussed. Eric cannot dress as a cop for the contest. Can I dress as a cop for the contest? Yeah, Eric, send all your gear to Matt, and he can dress as Officer Lovebox.
I'm going to send Eric my Bengals hat, my Bengals jersey. He's going to send me some fucking
cop shit.
Yeah.
All right, got you.
So the plan is we'll set up a chat room or something in Discord. You guys can all be. I was thinking that in the back of my head, but I did not want to go there.
No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
and he tags me in it. No, that's not going to happen.
No. Well, speaking of which, go back to NHL 21 real quick. Man,
oh no!
Some of the fan shots are just very awkward. So you got clearly they wanted to have a wide breadth of people in the audience. So, you have black people, white people, Asian people, Middle Eastern or whatever. But they didn't change their facial features. So you have someone that clearly looks like a white person's facial features with super black skin on and vice versa. It's just the weirdest, bizarrest thing I've seen. I got to take some screenshots so you can see it, but it sticks out like a sore thumb. You're going to put all those people in, you're going to try to make that effort. I get it. They needed a little bit more polish. They just went through a color picker and said, "Yep, this person gets this color." This,
a color picker.
They didn't think you was going to critique them like that. They was just like, "Hey, that's just background." They're not paying attention to that.
Well, when they show the fans every fucking 2 seconds, these things pop up.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll have something in Discord. You can join. Again, the website to join Discord is tiny.cc/BFFS. We'll bring you in one by one. We're probably going to look at you before we bring you in. So if you're dressed up as, something inappropriate, we'll be like, sorry, you got the wrong podcast, please try again type deal. Not just let
And I
anybody
will
know.
message you later to see more.
All right. So let's wrap this up. Matt, any shout-outs, plugs?
Shout out everybody in chat. Jay, Bibbs, RoboPig was in there also. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Lots of fun. Shout out my cat for showing up. Awesome. Eric, Mike, as always, good show every week here. Great. Love it. And happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Eric?
Yeah, man, I want to shout out everybody in chat, even though I can't see you guys. I know you're there, and I'm glad you're there. Mike, the captain of this thing here, happy birthday. You look like you're about 35, bro. I wish.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you, and hey, man, that's it. I'm going to go back to work after I'm done with you fellas. Play some games.
Yeah. And next week, I promise we'll try to get the alert sounds back. I don't know what happened to them, but thank you for all the biddies. They don't go unrecognized. I'm not sure why. Maybe Streamlabs is having an issue with the biddies tonight.
We saw
them. Let me test the sound just while he's doing it, though. Yeah, even when I test it, it doesn't work. So
cool.
It could be the demise. It could be the demise of your Microsoft PC over there.
Well, no, I got the update. The update is
Oh, it finally went through.
Yeah, I got it. You know what I had to do, because I had to unplug every device but my monitor, keyboard, and mouse.
Oh,
So
you had to go to the bare bones.
So once I just stripped everything off, it took the update, no problem.
Cool.
Yes, so shout out to everybody in chat. Thanks for the bits. I appreciated. Looking forward to seeing what the costumes will be like for next week. I still got to plan my costume. I know Matt has already planned. No spoilers, Matt. Let's keep this a surprise. Keep it under wraps if you can. Let's give a shout out to RoboPig and Good for Gaming. I know the big Extra Life event is coming up soon. I'm not sure what the big day is. Maybe November 7th, a Saturday. I want to say maybe could be the big day. But I think RoboPig is doing his on November 1st for Extra Life. And so you can go to Good for Gaming, twitch.com/good4gaming4, the number not spelled out. And he'll be streaming a variety of things, and you can make a donation, and he'll put certain hats on and all this other stuff. So make sure you support him. I'm sure he'll be playing Apex and Destiny 2 and other games along those lines. But really, that's all I got for this week. This has been 138. Next week, 139, and it'll be our Halloween show. It'll be also November 1st, so Halloween will be officially over, except for our show.
Exactly. Halloween's not over until we say it's over.
And now, a live look into our Halloween show next week. Someone show up in a costume, please. Good night, guys.
Yeah.
Later.
See you, chat.